What's up, everybody? In today's video, I am going to be showing you some of the things that sold for me in the month of May on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And I'm also going to give you a few tips that come along with it in hopes that it will also help you within your reselling business. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my computer and we're going to go ahead and just jump right into it. All right, so first I have this vintage binder that I actually showed you in my last video. It is brand new though, and it's really cool because it has all its little like dividers and stuff. This is from 1992. I got my full asking price of $60 plus the cost of shipping. I paid $1 for this at a yard sale. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up Winnie the Pooh is because I also talked about Winnie the Pooh in my last video. I did say that Winnie the Pooh plush do not sell, and then within about 5 days of having that video posted, I sell 2 Winnie the Pooh plush. So I have to retract what I said and let you know that Winnie the Pooh plush does sell. Now, as you can see, it doesn't sell for very much. This went for $8 free shipping. But if you can find these little plush for like a quarter, 50 cents at a yard sale, might be worth picking up. And I wanted to talk about this Chip and Dale DVD set. It did only sell for $8 free shipping, but the reason why I brought it up is because I bought this from Katie's store. Is that what it's called? I have the link here. Sorry, I might have to move around a few things on here. Okay, so this is her website, Katie's store. And they sell a lot of like bulk media. So I bought the kids' movies and shows. And this one right here. Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is just in case this ever comes up. If you ever come across this website, I just want to let you know I had a bad experience with this. So tons of the movies were missing disc, had the wrong disc in, were in like really bad beat up condition. They were all dirty. They all needed to be cleaned. And there wasn't very many movies in here that were worth anything. Now, they did come shipped in boxes that had a bunch of eBay tape all over them. So that shows me that that whoever Katie is, she also is an eBay seller. So obviously she's going to keep all the best movies for herself. And that was the experience I had, and I will never buy from them again. I probably did end up making some money off of it, but it certainly was not worth it. So I just wanted to give you guys a fair warning on that. Now, this experience happened about 6 months ago. I don't know. Maybe I just had a bad box. Maybe you'll get a better one. Maybe one of these other packages will do better. I know sometimes they have video games on here too, but I think they'll sell pretty quickly. You can try it if you want. I will link it just in case you would like to give it a try. You never know. Sometimes these boxes can be fun. But I just didn't have a good experience. So there's that. I had to find out where I was. Okay. Oh yeah, and then this Chip and Dale movie was I had to list that it is an ex-library copy. So if you do have like a library disc, like you see how it's got the little sticker on it, it's like obviously from the library. I wasn't sure at first if I could list them, but I did some research and found out that you could, as long as you list that it is an ex-library copy. And then I bought this vintage Little Mermaid doll. Now, I've got 2 things on my side with her. One, she is vintage, and for 2, she is from the Disney parks. So that was a pretty decent sale for $27 free shipping for her. Now, this Jake the Snake t-shirt I picked up at a yard sale for 50 cents. It's not vintage, even though it's kind of made to look like it is. But I did not see this shirt anywhere else online for sale. So I listed it kind of high at $25, and someone bought it within a couple days of being listed. And I also talked about these iPods in my last video. Now, just to give you an update on those, I did test all 3 of those iPods. I bought 3 iPods for $2, and none of them worked. They all had issues. But I did sell this one for parts or repair only, and somebody sent me an offer for $40 when I had it listed at $60, but the offer came through within about an hour of it being listed. I kind of hesitated on it, thinking, well, maybe I could get my $60 for it, but I was really happy just to get that fast sale. I didn't know it was going to come back around, so I sold it for $40. Not bad. So now these Disney CDs, I bundled them all up together for $25. These are really pretty. They are glittery and like sparkly. This CD isn't really worth anything at all. That's why I just kind of threw it in here to help sell these. I will talk more about these in my next video though, but some people were messaging me asking me if I would just sell them like one of the CDs. I hate when people do that. But anyways, I just want to share that with you to let you know that if you only find one, you probably could sell the one for somewhere around maybe like $10 to $15. So if you can get those for cheap, pick them up. Now this Nike shirt, I'm not sure if I made a mistake or not. It is vintage, single stitched, made in the USA, Nike, but it's got lots of stains on it. As you can see, a lot of discoloration too. You can see on this picture that there's a lot of stains on it. I only listed it at $20 because of that, but somebody went ahead and bought it within it only being listed for like 20 minutes. So I felt kind of bad for myself, thinking maybe I listed it too low, but oh well. I paid 50 cents for it at a yard sale. Move on to the next. So this movie, it's called War Games. It sold for $20, and the reason why I'm sharing this is because I just want to show you guys that I will always pick up media if it's sealed. If it's brand new sealed, and if it's for $1 or less, I will always pick it up without even looking up comps, because I have really good luck selling things that are brand new sealed. So yeah, I had no idea if this was worth anything. It was sealed. I grabbed it. I think I paid 50 cents for it. It sold for $20. Now this book, I was at a thrift store and I found it, and I was trying to look up comps, but I couldn't find any. I couldn't find any listed. I couldn't find any sold. I couldn't find anything on this book. But I used my best judgment and I picked it up, and I ended up selling it for $15. So now there are comps on it. Always use your best judgment. And if you're wrong, then hey, you got a learning experience out of it. If you watch my videos, you know that I love to sell LPS. I think they sell really well. I bundled a bunch of little pieces together. This sold for $30 plus $10 shipping. I picked up these, what are these called? Like wax burner candle thingies. I bought these at Walmart. They were on clearance for 50 cents a piece. Picked up 10 of them, so I paid $5, sold them for $25 free shipping on eBay. Monster High dolls, I mean not Monster High, Ever After High dolls, which look exactly like Monster High, except they're like not scary. But this one's super cute. Look at her. Do you see what's wrong with her though? Her hand's missing, but she is a mermaid. This one got a lot of attention, but it did take about a week or two for her to sell. She eventually sold for $30 free shipping. I wanted to show you this because I thought it was so funny. So this case, you could tell is like really bad condition, and someone wrote their name on it with like just Sharpie. And I tried to see if it would come off, and it wouldn't. So that's how I know it's a Sharpie. Like it wouldn't even budge. Like with the magic eraser, it was like it was stuck. But somebody ended up buying it. I mean, I guess you can always put like a sticker or a patch or something over it, or maybe color over it with a Sharpie. I don't know, but I'm sure you could do something with it. And yeah, it sold for $7.50, but I had it 50% off. But I'm just glad to send this ugly thing out. I showed you in my last what sold video for April that I sold another Descendants doll. I love selling Descendants, and I love the character Evie. I love to sell Descendants stuff, and I love to sell the dolls. They sell really well. This one went for $30 free shipping. I also really love selling Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer stuff. These are like little tiny 1-inch figurines, but they're of the Misfit toys. This is the airplane. I forget what was wrong with him. It was like he couldn't fly or something. And then there was the polka dotted elephant. These sold for $15 free shipping. These were just random toys that my daughter had. These little Nintendo plush, I picked them up for 50 cents a piece. I bundled them together, sold them for 20 bucks, and Nintendo stuff sells great, so I always sell it. And then I wanted to show you that this Quint doll was a great pickup because look, you can see right here that it sold for $40. And I like to sell mostly vintage Barbie stuff, but there are certain modern things that I will sell. And just know that any Ken doll that has rooted hair, like him, sells well. I mean, look, I sold this for $40. I couldn't even find out information about him either. I don't know the name of this doll, and I was still able to sell it for 40 bucks. So that should tell you. I picked up this Raggedy Ann blanket. It is homemade vintage from the 70s at a yard sale. I paid $1 for it. It was a quick flip, selling for $15 plus the cost of shipping. It was able to fit into a flat rate padded envelope. Lalaloopsies, I just kind of wanted to give you a rule of thumb for me, how I handle Lalaloopsies, because they're such hit or miss. Some of them are valuable, some of them aren't. But normally if you can get them for under $3, always pick them up if they have their clothes on. If they have no clothes on, just move on. Don't even look at it. But if it does have clothes and it is $3 or under, pick it up. If it's worth something, you just sell it as whole. Like, so if it's worth over $15 or so, normally you have to ship these priority though, because they do go over a pound. But if the doll isn't really worth anything, sell her clothes. You could probably sell them between $10 to $15. And this is a bolo. I picked this up, this Baby Einstein 6 CD set at a thrift store for $3. It sold fairly quickly, I think within 24 hours, and it sold to like a daycare center or a preschool in New York. And it sold for $25 free shipping, was able to ship it medium mail. Next, I got this at actually the same thrift store where I bought the last one. It's one of those Beauty and the Beast sound story books. Now this one worked and was in really good condition. If it doesn't work, I probably would just leave it. But if these do work, definitely pick them up, but only the vintage one. The new ones, some of them have value to them, but for the most part, they're not going to sell for very much. So if it is new and it works, maybe still pick it up, but only if you can get it for like $1 or less. And yeah, I got this for fairly cheap. I think it was $1. This one sold very quickly for 20 bucks. There's lots of Grateful Dead CDs. I got these for free. I paid 20 bucks, free shipping. CDs do sell. Beanie Babies do sell, and I did talk crap about them in one of my other videos, so that's why I just had to kind of redeem myself also with the Beanie Babies and let you know that some of them can give you money, especially this one I got for free at a yard sale. It was in a free pile, sold for 20 bucks. But I also think that the Halloween ones do pretty good too, so there's that. And next we've got these cassette tapes, blank cassette tapes. I just wanted to show you these because even though they didn't sell for a lot, they sold very quickly. So I would always pick these up if you can get them for cheap. I think I got all 5 of them for $1 at a yard sale. Now this came from the same yard sale where I got that skeleton Beanie Baby. It was also free. It was a Build-A-Bear and it was wearing this dress. The Build-A-Bear itself wasn't worth anything, so I just took the bear out and I just sold the outfit. Sold for $20. It took about a month or 2 to sell. Rapunzel with her short brown hair and her wedding dress. Now she is, this is a rare version of Rapunzel. She's not in her traditional blonde, long hair and purple dress. So she is more rare. She did come from the Disney store. Always do your research with some of these Disney dolls because the ones that were sold at the Disney store or Disney parks do have a little bit more value versus those cheap ones that you could just pick up at Target. So definitely make sure if you're selling these to find out where it came from because that could make a difference in how much you list it for. But yeah, she sold for $25 plus the cost of shipping. She sold in about a week. Moving on to Poshmark. I did only get 6 sales from Posh this month. That's okay. I don't really have, like, the type of inventory I have isn't really like Posh worthy. So I don't get too many Posh sales, which I'm totally fine with it, because I get tons of Mercari sales and tons of eBay sales to make up for it. But I definitely don't ever want to close my Posh account because I've had it for so long, and yeah, I still get sales. But anyways, I sold this Elsa dress. This was my daughter's. This is a Disney Store brand, and it sold for $18. I did accept an offer. I think I had it listed for $22. But like if you're ever at the thrift stores or yard sales and you see these dresses that say Disney Parks or Disney Store, pick those up because those are the most sought after when it comes to like these costumes. Next is a Tommy Bahama. I wanted to bring this up because I hear from a lot of people that Tony Bahama doesn't sell, but it does. And this is proof. It sold for $23. I got it for $1 at a yard sale. This fossil purse sold for $20. But the reason why I'm bringing this one up is because I did get a case open on me because the box that it came in had like a hole in the middle of it, like it was smashed in, and then the purse was just gone. So that's what the buyer's claiming happened. But the weird thing about it is I sell like hundreds, like thousands of items on eBay. I sell thousands of items on Mercari, and I've never ever had that happen on either of those platforms. However, on Poshmark, I've had this happen twice where the buyer says that the item came missing out of the box, which I find to be super rare that it's happened. Maybe it's just coincidence, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter too much for me because this is one of the things that I do like about Posh. There's a lot of things I don't like about it, but this is one thing that I do like about Posh. When there is a problem like this, I don't have to deal with it. I use Posh's label. They're the ones that are going to deal with it. They're the ones that are going to close the case, and they most likely are going to give the buyer their money back, and they're probably just going to let me keep my money too. So that's what I'm assuming is going to happen, but we'll see. Moving on to Mercari, I just wanted to let you know that these cars, die-cast cars, sell really well. Not so much like the little ones. I don't know what the scale is called of like the standard little like Hot Wheel size. Those ones don't do so well, but if you get into like the bigger size cars, they do really well. So definitely pick those up when you find those. These ones I bought at a yard sale. I bought them in a box, and I think it came with like maybe like 10 cars or something like that. I paid $5 for the whole box. And yeah, I mean, I've already just sold 2 of them for $23. This one is a Ralph Lauren dress for girls. I love selling kids clothes because I can get them for really cheap at yard sales. And yeah, you just got to find cute ones, and they sell. I accepted an offer for $12 on this one. I paid 50 cents for it. Now these toys are from Toy Story 3. They're the bookworm and the Barbie dressed in Ken's astronaut outfit. So they're rare characters. And yeah, these sold for $22. They sold like very quickly within being listed. And I actually will be talking about this one more in my next video. In my last video, I showed you that I picked up this skirt at a yard sale. I bought this and like 2 other items, and I gave the lady $7. I said that I was going to list it between 30 and 40. I listed it at 40, and someone just bought it full price, and I was happy with it. But this one is new with tags. Next is this Winnie the Pooh and Friends napkin holder. I talked about this one also in my last video. Yeah, I sold it for $32 plus the cost of shipping. I think shipping ended up costing me $9. I paid $3 for this. And then last is these Quint dolls. Now, I am going to talk about this more in detail in my next video as well, but I did really want to show you guys that these are definitely bolos because I did buy a box of Quint toys. It comes with a bunch of like little sets, and they're selling super fast, like really fast. And yeah, so this is just one of them that sold for $20, but definitely look for Quint stuff. Yeah, I didn't know about it, so I will talk about them more in my next video though. So those are just a handful of my sales for the month. I actually had a really amazing month. It was the best that I had since the pandemic hit. And I actually had a lot more really awesome sales that I did not include in this video. And the reason why I did not include them is because I went to an extremely magical yard sale where I found all kinds of amazing things that I felt like it deserved its home video on. So my next video that will be coming out in maybe about 4 or 5 days from now approximately, I will be showing you all the things that I found from that sale along with those sales. So definitely stay tuned for that. So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks so much for hanging out. Make sure to subscribe and never forget, when you thrift upon a star, your dreams will come true. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.